Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Zach with Money Pit RC. The last video I made of this chassis, I got a lot of hate. I don't know why. After I got this chassis installed, all the comments were like, wow, you're hating on this thing for no reason. It's your fault, blah, 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 blah. So let's make this clear. He sent me the chassis to try out. I sent him some feedback. That's it. I told him in the video that I'm going to say how I felt, and it was no problem. That night, I filmed that video and I installed the chassis. He was already working on newer versions. So in this video, we have both newer version chassis. We're going to talk about both of them, and we're going to install one of them on the Bronco and see how much better it is. So let's take a closer look at these chassis. Even left me a little note. Appreciate the note. So this one right here is version 2 of the chassis we installed. So a couple of the changes here is he extended this front section a little bit just to accommodate for the shorter shocks. He lowered the whole chassis themselves. He lowered this top portion down so it's not up as far, just so you have like a body like mine or whatever, it doesn't stick up as high. And then we were getting to talking about how the ESC sits on top over here. We wanted to eliminate that, so he made one where you can use sliders. He even included some sliders on the version 3. Here is the version 3 chassis. You use sliders so you don't have that big bar up top, and it's pretty much the same as this one. See, it's kind of identical. You just get rid of that top piece so you can use the sliders, and this one has a little bit more extended in the front. So I think for purposes, we're just going to install this one, because I want to do a full separate build on the version 3. So we're going to swap out V1 with V2 and see how much the differences are. So both these bags are for version 3. As you can tell, it has the sliders. He said he included the gray filament because he thinks it looked really cool with the frame rails, which I think it does too. So once we get the version 3 built, we're going to use one of these bags because of the sliders. But this bag is for the version 2 because it comes with the ESC tray and all that. So here is the version 1 chassis. If you haven't seen that video, I'll leave a link in the description box below. So if you check out that video, you'll see the couple concerns that I had with it. So let's get this chassis swapped out. And once I take this side off, I'm going to compare it side to side. So I have both versions here. Up top is version 1. The bottom is version 2. As you can see, they're very similar, but they are just different enough to help. So I pretty much have it lined up. You can see the difference. So the newer version is definitely shorter to help accommodate a little bit more bodies. Because like I said, I wanted to run on my Blazer body, but I just couldn't because everything's set too high. So he brought this top piece down. He lowered the whole chassis itself down, actually. Pretty much the same in the back, just sitting a little bit lower. And in the front, he lowered it, but he extended it a little bit further just to accommodate for the shorter shocks. And then as you can see underneath, it's not so hard edges. He rounded them off a little bit just because the links actually stuck out a little bit past the lower part of the body. As you can see right here, definitely improved it 100%. That's awesome. So let's finish getting this installed and see how it works. Also, I did swap out the front shocks before because like I said, these were way too short. So we're going to put these back on and see if it actually helped. So I got the chassis done and it looks so much better. Everything worked out 100 times easier than the last one. As you can tell, I got yelled at last time for my shock placements. Look, perfect. Doesn't hit the shocks anymore. Everything about it is 128% better. I like this a lot. Everything worked out. It fit great. It's a lot lower. It's sleeker. And it just looks really good, actually. I really like it. Still have shock movement, everything. We're going to dial in the shocks a little bit, but I want to get the body on. But I just wanted to show you that everything worked 120 times better than the last time. It's flawless. I really like it. So we're going to get the body fitted, and then we're going to probably play with the shocks a little bit. Maybe try to sit a little bit lower. So we'll see. Let's get the body on. I really like it. It fits so much better than the other one. Literally not a single issue. I'm trying to think of a complaint. The only thing I can think of is he doesn't have his logo on the back of this frame rails, which I really liked on the other one. But I can live without that. So the main plan was to fit my Blazer body on this chassis, but again, I still didn't do it It probably will fit now because of the lower frame rails. I have that thing set up and I really like it, so I don't want to really mess with it. We do have another dope body, so could possibly fit it on this thing. I think it'll fit no problem, but we'll save that. We'll save that for a future video. Got the Bronco done. I really like this little paint job I did, and the gold wheels really fits it. So it's sitting good. Shock angle is good. Steering doesn't hit. So let's take it on a couple crawler tracks and see the difference. So I didn't do a single trim job, so you're gonna hear a lot of rubbing. Just deal with it. But I can turn the wheels and I hit the shocks. That's a good thing. Sorry for the stock ESC whine. That's pretty good. It does help with the flexibility of this thing. Look at that flex. I mean, all body rub, but whatever. I'll take it. That's just something we'll have to deal with when we do the shocks. So far, I'm really liking this thing. This version is a crap ton better than the other one. Like I said, it wasn't really hate in the other video. It was just, I don't know, criticism that helped him build a better chassis, obviously. So after a couple test runs, this thing performed really good. I really like the extended in the front, so you can use these little shocks, which obviously this is a perfect chassis for stock replacement. Pretty much what it is here, this is all stock. The only thing upgraded was the wheels and the steering links, but everything else is stock. So it fits perfect with the stock hinge mount. No issues there. I give this chassis a 10 out of 10. It was so much easier to put together than the other one. Okay, before I get a whole bunch of hate on this one, as I'm saying, this one's a lot better than the other one. The other one wasn't bad. It had a little bit of flaws, but you can still make do with that. I still ran that chassis no problem. Just the way I had it set up was a little bit different because this was meant for a stock replacement. So if you bought that chassis and you just wanted to replace it on your stock Bronco, it would have been a little bit difficult. Just the way the front was set up and the bottom was a real flat, hard angles. So like I said, we talked back and forth. He made a new revision and it's 12 times better. It is very good. I can safely say if you buy this chassis, you can go put it on your stock SCX24 and you won't have any issues. So I don't do these videos to hate on anybody or anything. I do these videos like an informative video. So like I said, he sent me the chassis, I sent him some feedback, and he made a newer version. That's it. That's all it takes. So I'll leave a link to his Instagram down below where you can check out this chassis. If you want to buy one, go ahead. Like I said, I don't know which version he's selling right now, but so you can just message him if you have any questions. So the version 3 chassis is more of like a performance-based chassis. So we're going to build that from the ground up. We might do like a budget build on it. So use the frame rails and try to use cheaper parts, but we're going to try to make it good. So make sure you stay tuned for that video because I feel like that'll be a good one. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. You know I enjoy reading through all your feedback. Catch you guys next video.